Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to get the photos from our DSLR or point shoot camera onto our Chromebook, how to import them into Google Photos, and how to edit them once they're there to what we want. So to start off, you want to put in your SD card. And once your SD card is in, what you're going to do, I'm going to close this window for now. We'll find it in a second. What you're going to do now is open up your Google Chrome browser. Ensure that you're signed in. From here, we're going to open Photos. The advantage to using Google Photos is that it's not going to take up space on your browser. It's going to use cloud storage, which means even the small amount of storage space on your Chromebook will allow you to use larger file sizes in your more high definition file sizes, bigger photos, nicer photos, without sapping all the space on your Chromebook. So what we need to do now is we need to navigate to the SD card. Using upload. This will bring up your file explorer. Now my SD card is Nikon D7200. You can plug your camera directly in. You don't necessarily have to use the SD card. You can do this through USB, connected directly to your camera as well. So when we open up our card, generally our photos will be found in DCIM. For the purpose of this demonstration, I just have 3 photos here. To upload them, it's very straightforward. You simply select the ones you want to upload, press open, and it will load the photo into Google Photos. We don't need to necessarily do that right now. It'll ask you if you want to add it to an album or create an album. You don't need to. From here, this is where you can make edits to the picture. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the picture you want to edit or produce. Check it off. And we're going to open it just by double clicking on it. Now, this icon up here comes up with edit. So from here, we have some easy filters. I find a good judge for myself on whether or not I've done a good post-production job is if any of these are better than the picture that I've taken, then I've done something wrong. That said, for easy, quick settings, these are quite handy. For sharing pictures to social media, they're quite handy. But what we're going to start with today is we're going to start with the crop tool, which is this tool here. What the crop tool allows us to do is by left-clicking on the areas, we can alter the size of the photo. If you have a mouse, again, just a left click and drag. It works quite well. You can also alter the angle of the photo. And you'll notice when this happens, you get a grid, which can help you align the photo. Most of us don't take very straight photos. This helps straighten them up. Especially if your photo has a lot of lines in it, straight lines like fence posts or roads, it's very important to level the picture. You can have the greatest picture in the world. If it's not level, it's the first thing people see. So once we've leveled and we've adjusted the size to what we want, we can choose to reset it if we screw up. You can also rotate your pictures, and you can alter the aspect ratio. These are all interesting toys to play with, and I'd recommend that you take the time to explore them. From here, we can go to the manual settings tool once we've clicked done. Now from here, we have a couple different very simple sliders which actually do quite a bit. So we have our light, which is our brightness functionally. We have our color, which is our color saturation. So we can really saturate it, or we can make it black and white. It's a really easy way to create black and white photos if you have a camera that doesn't necessarily shoot in black and white. And then we have pop. Pop is a combination of a few things, but it primarily adds contrast to your photo. It adds a contrast and clarity. I wouldn't recommend getting too crazy with it. When you're finished your editing, you have the choice to undo, or you can say done. And the photo is saved. Now this photo will be accessible on any Google device you use, or anything that uses any device you can sign into your Google account with. You simply go back to your home screen. Again, go back to Photos, keeping in mind this is not using your internal storage. And your photo is there. To share your photo to social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you simply select it and hit the share button. And it brings up your suggestions. You can also create photo albums by using the plus sign, or you can select multiple images and trash them. It's a very comprehensive tool. It's very good. Considering it's free and web-based, it does a lot for very, very little. I hope you found this educational. I've run into a couple of people that have had some issues with this, and I hope this clears it up.